Hey, Taurus. Thanks for joining me for your August reading. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before. Very excited to do your monthly reading for, and also very excited to make a special announcement about the channel. Starting this Saturday, every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central, I will be doing live readings for each sign. So a live weekly 3-card reading for each sign. And if you would like to join me and, chat and hang out live, you're welcome to do that, or you'll also be able to catch it later once it's uploaded. Okay, Taurus. Woo! Spirit's already talking. All right, so before we get into your cards for this month, I want to tell you what came through as a channeled message as I was concentrating on your energy before we got started. Spirit gave me the word appreciation, and it was like double meaning, right? Of course, appreciation. This sense of, hey, Taurus, one of your greatest gifts is your 5 senses, your sensuality, your very presence, groundedness, right? Earth sign. I am in the present moment, not projecting into the future, not looking into the past. I'm right here. What matters? Right here. And that can really help develop a sense of appreciation. The simple things, how soft this rug feels under my feet, or how nice it is to live in a climate-controlled environment, or whatever. Even if the things that you have to appreciate seem like not that many, or not what you want to be appreciating, you want something different. Things that we appreciate in value. That was the other meaning, the other side of the double entendre that Spirit was giving. And they were showing me a card, and it was in my mind's eye, right? But they were showing me a vision that looks very much like that 9 of Pentacles card of, wow, look how much I have. I did it myself. I'm so proud of myself. I really earned the right to sit back and enjoy the fruits of my labor. So whatever exists in your life that you love dearly, show it appreciation in August and watch how that thing grows, or watch how that thing comes closer to you. Again, doesn't have to be a perfect thing. If it's something like your paycheck, even though you want your paycheck to be more, appreciate it. And I mean, get a little weird and give thanks. We lack ritual in the modern day. Maybe it would be cool to every month or every 2 weeks or whenever you get your paycheck to take a moment to, say a little prayer of gratitude. And listen, I work in journalism. I don't make a lot of money. So when I get my paycheck, of course it's well, it'd be great if this was, more. But it's great that this exists, and thank God there's enough to pay these bills. Thank God there's enough to keep the light on. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate, and what you appreciate grows. It's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. When you push the wheel, Spirit pushes with you. They're throwing your cards, so let's get into it, Taurus. What is August bringing for Taurus, Spirit? What is the month of August bringing for Taurus? What do they need to know? For their highest good, please, Spirit. Taurus. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Dominant people, Taurus Rising. What do they need to know for their highest good? What's coming up in this chapter? Where are they? Where have they been? What is going to assist them as they move forward? What energy is around and available? What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Let's see, Taurus. Got a bonus card. Okay, Taurus. Taurus in the month of August. Woo! I'm trying not to see your cards, but they want me to peek. Taurus in the month of August. What do they need to know, Spirit? Taurus. Haha, wow. Sorry, I'll put your cards up in just a second and you'll be able to see what I'm looking at. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Spirit never lies. They just don't. They just don't. Okay. We'll talk about it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now, let's come to the center of your reading. Four of Cups. Appreciation. It's very interesting for appreciation to be the word, the channeled message that Spirit came through with, and that Nine of Pentacles is crowning your reading. But right here at the center, Four of Cups, which is kind of the opposite of appreciation. It's like, I'm bored, I'm dissatisfied, I may even feel like disenchanted. I really like this version of the deck. Because this particular version of the Suit of Cups, this is the Mythic Tarot, so each suit is telling a different myth, right? This one is the myth of Eros and Psyche. So, just to give you the short version, Psyche is just a lovely lady on Earth, very beautiful, very charming, so charming that Venus got jealous. Venus has a son, Eros, the god of like erotic love, right? And he was sent by Venus to go handle the Psyche situation, but when he met her, he fell deeply in love. And because he knew that he's the son of Venus, he's not supposed to be on Psyche's side, let alone like become her husband, but he was so deeply in love that it was like, hey, we'll be together. I will come to you every night and read you poetry and we'll make sweet love, but you cannot look at me. The lights must stay off. You must never look at me for us to be together. And Psyche loved him, so she was down for that. Okay, like I guess if that's what it takes to keep this love of my life here, then I'll deal. Giving you the short version, okay? So, later in the story, Psyche invites her two sisters to come stay in her beautiful home. And they whisper poison into her ear. They whisper that Eros must be a terrible monster. And that's why he wants her to never see him. And don't allow poison to be whispered in your ear this month, Taurus. Whether other people are doing the whispering to you or whether you are the one having doubts and worries and concerns. If you have doubts and worries and concerns, I feel very strongly that what is needed is a straightforward, honest conversation. Hey, is this going on? Hey, I feel like we're not talking as much. Or, hey, I feel like we're getting distant. Or, hey, are you mad? Or whatever. Ace of Swords is sitting in the position of where you find yourself. This is an honest conversation. This is a pattern interrupt. This is, hey, let's just clear this up. What's going on? Like, let's figure this out. Because Four of Cups at the center, saying you're a little disenchanted and dissatisfied with the way things are, right? Normal. That's okay. Not a huge deal. The other thing about the Four of Cups is it's the card of the hidden blessing. Like, you may not even see this yet because maybe you're not really appreciating what you've already got in front of you. And if we're not appreciating what good things we have in front of us, it's hard to even conceive of the idea that something even better could come along. You know what I'm saying? In the typical Rider-Waite card, the Four of Cups, that version of the card features, the guy sitting under a tree, and he's kind of, I don't know if y'all just heard thunder rumble here as I crossed my arms. Spirit's wild. Okay, so it's him sitting under this tree, and he's kind of just like, meh. And he's looking down at three cups, like, with his arms folded, and this godly hand is appearing out of thin air to hand him this other cup, but he can't even see it because he's looking at, like, those three cups aren't the ones that are full, so who gives a shit about this other cup? I can't even imagine that this could come in. You've got to be able to imagine it. And what's going to help you imagine something even better coming in is appreciating everything that you've already done. All of the skills that you've mastered, all of the hard work, how far you've come. Even if it hasn't yielded the fruit that you want, the money that you want, the position that you want. give yourself some goddamn credit, Taurus. Don't make it that, like, you can only give yourself credit once you've hit the top. You know what I mean? Like, Spirit is saying, what if you had, like, an executive assistant and you were like, I need you to get up at this time, I need you to get this for me, go there, do that, I've got these errands, and once you're done with that work, I need you to go ahead and clean up this over in this room, and once you've done that, please, like, read to the kids, put them to sleep, and okay, that'll be it. And, you know, dismissed, go on about your business. If you had an executive assistant and you talked to them like that, you never thanked them, you never asked if they had a break yet, you never, you know, check in on their health and you know, could they need anything to get these things done, they would either quit or run your shit into the ground, like, intentionally or not, because they're with, like, an abusive boss. Are you being an abusive boss to yourself? Are you like, this isn't good enough? Like, if it's not 10 stars, if it's not perfect, then it's nothing. If you are doing that to yourself, Taurus, then you are cutting yourself off at the legs. And God forbid, if somebody else is doing that to you, like, if you can't straight up cut them out, like, hey, it's my mother-in-law, or hey, it's my, you know, brother, or whatever, that's okay. We don't need to tell people, hey, fuck off and get out of my life. But we can indeed be like, you know what, I'm going to spend more of my time doing is appreciating the good things in my life and continuing to invest, whether that's energy, money, time, into these good things, because what we appreciate appreciates in value and grows. And the same thing is true of resentment. What we pour resentment into grows. It becomes larger in our mind. So, I'm going to unplug from that, plug into what's good. Now, I want to make a distinction. This is not the same as that terrible, fucking, shitty, spiritual, bypassy, fucking, love and light, all good vibes, no bad vibes. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Earth is a mixed bag. We gotta feel sad sometimes. We gotta feel mad. Sometimes rage is divine. Sometimes depression is fucking the Persephone underworld road to finding our fucking goddess state. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. If you're a little dissatisfied, that's the precipice before satisfaction. It's, you know, Taurus, you're an earth sign. You like evidence, you like facts, you like things to be clear. But this month, you've got to pay some additional attention to your emotions. The Queen of Cups is crossing your reading. I'm going to say this is you, Taurus, which this makes total sense. So you can identify anywhere on the gender spectrum and show up as a queen. You could be male, you could be female, you could be non-binary and show up as a Queen of Cups. The idea is that queens are creators. Queens are nurturers. Queens are the artists and community leaders, right? And the Queen of Cups is the queen of emotions, the queen of intuition, the queen of understanding how she feels, and also being able to hear how other people feel without it toppling her cups over. If somebody has criticism, if somebody has doubts about what you're doing, we're not talking about bypassing the doubts and like, no, I'm not going to look at that. I'm only going to appreciate the good things. No. If this is bringing up some reasonable doubts, the move is to take your lantern to go within and be like, am I having doubts? Is that a real concern, this thing that they're saying? To be honest, Taurus, I kind of feel like somebody in your life is being a little bit not as truthful as they could be. I do feel like there's a little bit of subterfuge, maybe even in some cases a little bit of sabotage. And I hate using those words. That's very like strong language. But your outcomes look good. So I'm not worried about this person actually being able to like actually sabotage something that you're doing, or actually talk you out of something that you want or are in the midst of creating or whatever. I don't think that's what they're there for. I think they're there to present a challenge, because, you know, a sword is forged and tempered. A sword doesn't become strong by not going up against anything. That's how we learn how strong our weapon is, right? By the friction rubbing up against other things. I feel like this person or this energy, this, whether that comes as a boss, as a friend, as a family member, as a spouse, coming in and whispering poison or making you feel undervalued or making you feel like, are you not on my side, or whatever. It is not to stop you from getting what you want. It is to get you to become ultra, ultra, ultra clear about what you want and what you're capable of. And if you need to have a conversation and be like, is there a problem? Have it. Come to the table, armed with the truth, community leader, someone who can listen to what other people say and not have it topple their cups over. If you are only using these discussions and conversations in order to seek to understand, then you will have a good outcome. If you're going to seek to, dominate or smother or whatever, I don't feel like it has a good outcome. But if the goal is, let's just understand each other, what's really happening here, the outcome is good. It's a beautiful card. This is one of the cards, Taurus, that people want most to see in their readings. 10 of Cups. Like I said, every suit in this deck is a story. And the myth of Eros and Psyche, the 4 of Cups is where things go wrong. When she starts to lose faith. And she starts to listen to her doubts, which her sisters are only verbalizing what must have already been a seed of doubt, or else it couldn't grow, right? Ultimately, in the story, though they go through many trials to prove their love and their commitment to each other, Eros and Psyche do indeed end up married and among the gods. This is happy marriage, this is happy family, this is overwhelming joy and love and contentment and a feeling of safety and just fulfillment. Some of you are single, and there are some signs here that love approaches. Some of you already have this wonderful family, solid, wonderful unit. Very happy for those of you that have that. Some of you are single, but wanting and hoping and wishing for that family ultimately. And the 10 of Cups is in the position of what is available to you, what is around you. Some of you may make some wishes come true, and I feel that it's like work wishes come true. You have the 8 of Pentacles in the potential position. So it's kind of cool. You have the 9 and 10 of Cups, 2 great cards. You also have the 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. This is a good month for you, Taurus, to pause, step back, and look at your progress. And be like, what's working for me, what's not working for me? Is this habit leading to what I want? Is this other habit maybe not so great and is leading me to excess or to etc.? Just doing a little bit of an inventory. 7 of Pentacles. It's just stepping back like a farmer looking at the harvest. We're not taking personally if the carrots didn't grow. We're just going, okay, so carrots didn't work out. I think I wasn't getting up early enough, or I think I didn't give them enough water. Just take a very Taurus, earth sign, simple, straightforward assessment of the situation, bring the facts to the table, and then make an adjustment. whatever that is. Again, some of you it's going to be like, okay, I need to have this conversation with someone, or some of you it's like, I need to have a come to Jesus with myself. Like, hey, we keep saying we want to do this, why aren't we doing it? Or whatever. Being very clear with yourself and then being clear with other people. Taking a step back to look at the way you're doing things and make minor adjustments so that whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is you want to cultivate, pentacles, whatever it is you want to cultivate, grow, multiply in your life, it serves you to step back and take a look at kind of the big picture and make some reasonable adjustments based on that. You know what? We could cut this expense out of our budget, save that much more money, and sure, you know, and just an example, like let's cut out Netflix because, you know, that's $15, and if I keep putting that toward a debt, then even though it's a slow and it's a small amount of money, Pentacles love sustainability, that does mean that ultimately I will be putting this toward savings or toward this debt or whatever, and in a year's time I'm going to be in a better position than if I had kept that thing that wasn't that great or whatever. Do you feel me, Taurus? Like, these are very Taurus decisions. The adjustments that you make can lead to a feeling of like, wow, wishes coming true, this is exactly what I wanted, feels very much like divine order, divine timing. Nine of Cups, as you can see, this depiction is Venus ultimately deciding that Eros and Psyche do indeed really truly love each other, and you know, she pretty much marries them. Like, she's their efficient. The gods will smile upon your work when you smile upon your work. When you appreciate what you're doing, when you appreciate what is given to you, it multiplies. If you're not enjoying some aspect, if you want to cut something out, be willing to look at that and think if you can make an adjustment and go ahead and do that. I don't like doing this chore, or I thought I wanted this, but I don't, and going ahead and clipping it and seeing how that makes you feel. There's definitely some mental clarity that is desirable in the month of August. You've been in hot pursuit of something that you're excited about, a skill, a talent, an opportunity. And I feel like maybe there's been a pause, or maybe there's been some kind of hold up, and I want you not to get attached to that and think this is just how it is now. This is a blip, okay? That the same way something else changed and there was a little bit of a hold up, that can change on a dime again. And Spirit is telling you, the more that you give your energy and time and love to what you love in your life, and that the attention paid to the stuff you don't love is in a very Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. What can I do about this? How can I adjust this? Not woe is me, not this sucks, look at it, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks. But okay, this sucks, what am I going to do? What change do I need to make? What can I do right now, even if I can't change the whole thing? Even if it's my job that sucks and I hate it. Okay, I need to make money, I need to pay my bills, I can't quit tomorrow. But what I can do is update my resume today, apply to 10, 12 jobs today, and start doing that every single week and playing the numbers game until it changes. But I'm certainly not going to just stick around and be like, hope it changes. I do feel that some of you may be cutting out and leaving a situation that is no longer working for you because it is not in alignment with you. That will not be the case for all of you. These are general readings. No matter what, you've got to be aligned with your life. You've got to enjoy, to the extent that it is possible, what you do with your life. Eight of Pentacles is a hard day's work, but that feels good. That feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like apprentice on their way to becoming the master. Like I can step back and look at what I've learned or trained or done today and be so proud of myself. I think you are going to end up in a better and more personally fulfilling position by the end of August, especially if you're willing to do that internal inventory and take steps on what needs assistance and change, and put even more love and appreciation toward what is working so that it has room to multiply. Beautiful, beautiful Beautiful news, Taurus. Super, super interesting and exciting reading. Do you already know what this is? I would love to hear if you've got comments or questions or advice for your fellow Taurians. Much love to you, Taurus. I appreciate you being here. I hope I see you at the Saturday Live this weekend, and if I don't, though, then I hope I will see you in your September reading. Much love, Taurus. Bye-bye.